keep me anonymous. My mum can't find out I spent this much money on plastic toys.
Oh my god. Hey guys, this is PikaPi and this is Lachlan Palomara, and we are here today to discuss some things about gunpla and Lachlan's journey.
Like 4 things.
Like 4 things to do with gunpla. Alright Lachlan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do outside the gunpla world?
So I'm 24 years old. I work at the Department of Justice and Record Keeping. So it's a very nerdy job for a very nerdy guy like me. I do a lot of things. I like sleeping in. I like hummus. Hummus is cool.
That's pretty good.
I play video games as well. Haley's got me into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's a real deep dive.
That
it's
is
not
a
good.
Great game.
It is not good for my health.
Fantastic game.
But yeah, I got a bazillion things I like to do, which means that when I get to build gunpla, it's all the nicer.
Nice.
Just take it down, just stop,
Nice.
just build.
Rightio. What did you do before gunpla existed in your life?
So I had a lot of other hobbies. I played the kazoo once. Not a good hobby.
I plan on buying myself a kazoo just this week. Didn't end up doing it. Kazoo!
Don't go down that hole. So like I had other hobbies like reading, playing video games, doing photography and all that kind of jazz. But I felt there was a little bit something missing inside me.
Nice.
Not a hole that food can fill, but it tried. Food's still gunpla, but you gotta like eat it with chopsticks because you're like getting greasy fingers. So eating a single Dorito with a chopstick, so you go.
That's sick. Can we get some Doritos?
Can Doritos sponsor me?
Alrighty, what would you say got you into the gunpla communities? Was there any particular event or anything that happened, or are you just like, that thing, I want to do it?
Well, a couple of years ago, a couple of friends were like, check out this old 1970s anime. It's called Gundam. And I was like, lame, I'm down. It's older than my parent. No, it's not. I checked it out and I was like, this is cool and interesting, but old and fun. And a couple of days later, I was going to see a friend and they lived just around the corner from the Little Robot old store, which was actually in the front of a house.
Cozy little house front.
And I knocked on the door and opened and I was like, wrong house. And then I opened the door, I was like, but there's Gundam inside.
Oh!
I understood the reference.
Right.
I know what this is.
Yes!
So I bought a kit and it just kind of went all through there.
Right. And how long ago was that?
3-4 years ago, I think.
You've been in the community for 3 or 4 years?
I got into the community about 2 years ago. I kind of kept to myself because I was like, no one must know my secret. Secret more shame. But yeah, getting into the community was just kind of like really easy and like really accepting, I think one of the best ways to describe it.
On that note, would you say that like you felt really comfortable in the community when you first joined?
Oh god, yes.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. As someone who's been part of a lot of communities, it's quite nice to get into one where everyone is really kind and accepting and helpful with something that doesn't matter if you've been doing it for 2 months or 2 years, you still can learn everything from anyone and they're always there to help you. So yeah, the community is just like top notch.
I guess I would say that's similar to myself when I first joined the gunpla community. I found that coming from the cosplay community, because I'm primarily a cosplayer, I found that I was a little bit like hesitant, I guess, to sort of dive in head first because I was worried that, you know, I'd be like an outsider and, you know, just the cosplay chick kind of thing, but I did not find that at all. I kind of came to Little Robot and everyone was really accepting and really welcoming of me. That's like really important in a community because it makes you feel welcome. You don't want to just like step back from that. You want to be part of it rather than, you know, doing your own thing.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things about this community is you can be all the way in or just dip your toe in and they're always willing to help you and guide you and give you feedback on whatever you need.
Fair enough. On that note, actually, what would you say have you learned or like an experience where you have learned a new skill or something like that?
So one of the biggest skills I actually learned is if you're using a knife, put a cap on the knife. For the love of God, put a cap on your knife. Sometimes you'd be like, hey, I can't find my phone, and slice your hand up.
Do you have any battle scars? Or?
Not for camera.
Ah.
So earlier this year, we actually had Lincoln Wright from Paint on Plastic come and give us and give us a fantastic tutorial on painting and weathering, and it was something I'd never done before. So I did my first entry for a weathering competition, and he gave me awesome feedback that helped me go, that's cool, what else can I do?
Yeah.
And I think what's indicative of any community, cosplay or gunpla or woodworking, is being able to take constructive feedback and go, hell yeah, this is something that will only let me get better at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they take this constructive feedback and go, oh geez, please, you're bullying me.
Yeah.
But it's something where if someone says, hey, your color separation's not great, you can go, okay,
Yeah.
what can I do to fix that?
Yeah. And maybe they'll help you with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a really important thing. It's like, it's one thing to say this is wrong, but it's a better thing to be like, oh, you know, how about next time you approach it this way? And like you give like a suggestion, or you sort of give some way to learn. And I've definitely found that with the gunpla community. Even when I built my mech, actually, when I built that, I was really worried that I would get things wrong, and I was trying to make everything to scale. So with the Banshee, it's got so many very detailed parts and things, and it was consistently getting feedback from people about, you know, whether it looked in proportion and that kind of thing. So I think when you learn from that, then it's definitely a better way to approach a community, I guess. And you feel like you're learning something rather than just being told that you're wrong, I guess. Well, on that, what can you say about sort of the community aspect itself? Like, do you find that you found new friends, or that you feel involved in the community, and how would you
Just like the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, okay.
It's a family.
It's a family.
Family. The community in Perth especially is superb. Everyone is kind, they're caring, they're always willing to give you advice. At 3 a.m, I'm going to message them saying, guys, I fucked up my primer.
No.
And they're willing to help you. And that's one of the things that I have not found in other communities, is this constant feedback loop of you fall, they're going to catch you. The community is great, and everyone really does care, and it's helped me broaden my horizons and kind of get better skills.
Yeah.
Which is something that you can do by your own, but to have people there to help you and kind of encourage you does help a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. It builds the community into like a stronger family sort of situation, so that's definitely important.
Yeah.
Tell us about your favorite build, or a build that you feel that you've learned the most on.
Well, this guy here. I'd say he's my favorite build.
Right, yeah.
Originally, it's a Rick DS.
Yep.
But I like to call him the Thick DS.
Oh.
Look at those legs. One of the great things about Gundam is that gunpla is freedom. You can do whatever you want. So like this one here, I did a flat coat where it kind of looks nice in 2D and very kind of...
So like not much of the cell shading sort of thing, more just like the flat color.
Yeah, keep it all...
Kind of looks cleaner, I guess. Yeah.
But what I like to do is a lot of people say, well, you need to go by the instructions. It says the water slide goes here, but you put it there. And I think that you can do whatever you want. So I like to change things up a bit. I'll have extra sticker sets I'll put here and there and all over the place to make it mine.
Your own,
in a sense. Like, hell, that red dude's not meant to be breakdancing, but he's gonna breakdance anyway because I like it. Look at him, he's perfect. But I think that's one of the great things about this hobby is you can just do whatever the hell you want. Haley can build her frame arms.
Oh, come on, man. So look, alright, I like my cute little anime girls, and frame arms fulfill that need, alright?
Yeah, she's not wrong, actually.
But no, that's a fair point though. Like, if someone's, you know, if everyone built the gunpla the same way, then it wouldn't feel like you're building your own gunpla, I guess.
Bedazzle it.
Yeah, make it your own, I guess.
Stick and jewels all over it.
Nice. But definitely, like with the painting aspect, I think it comes to the end of the gunpla, and you know you've got this thing ready, and then you sort of you can start to look at it and be like, how can I make this my own? And you can take parts of the pizza apart, and you know add paint here, you know maybe scratch it up a little bit, and that makes it your own thing, and that's really important, I think.
And it's cool to have friends come over and go, oh, you did that way, which is quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say to anyone who is looking at maybe potentially finding a new hobby, or has an interest in the gunpla community but hasn't sort of stepped their toes in that water yet?
I think that a lot of people are afraid to dip into certain hobbies because they believe there's this gatekeeping about it. You know, the journey of 1,000 backlogs starts with one kid. Get into whatever hobby you want. One of the most interesting things that you wrote about in a blog post a while ago was about passion and people's drive to do things. And I think that having a passion is fantastic because you can get into whatever hobby you want. Gunpla, video games, kazoo playing, woodworking, cooking.
Do you have a secret passion for wanting to do woodworking? Is that...
Kinda, actually. I want to be like a woodworking dad.
Oh,
one day.
yeah.
It's all about just doing what you want to do.
Exactly.
And if your passion isn't gonna, you know, impeach on anyone, you can do whatever you want. And so, hell, take up Gunpla. You know, not 10 years ago I wouldn't have started doing this. 10 years ago, I was listening to The Used. But now here I am. Great band. Here I am enjoying this hobby I never thought I would have because it all started with, you know, one little interest. People need to realize is just do it. Just do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Because it's always interesting to just be like, I never thought I'd love this, but I did.
It's
Abstract
dust.
Gundam. It's plastic.
There needs to be a category of Gundam called Abstract Gundam. Surely there's a category for that.
Look, I would enter it and just put like a piece of red plastic and a piece of white plastic, and I'd be like, it's art. If you don't get it.
If children can put their finger in a bit of paint, draw a line, and sell it for millions of dollars, surely we can get an Abstract Gundam kit situation going.
Work smart, not hard.
Absolutely, that is fair call.
So to do your own passion and hobby and whatever, it's kind of cool because it makes you more of an interesting person.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that is pretty much all we have time for today. We're currently up at the Little Robot workshop space, which is upstairs in the Myri shop. There's lots of chairs and tables, and you can come up here with a kit, bunch of food, bunch of people, and just come up here and have a good time, learn some new skills, meet some new people, and it's all about that community vibe, really. Everyone here is really friendly.
Yeah, and you can bring hummus.
You can bring hummus.
What's wrong about that? Nothing. Love a good hummus. And yeah, like swing by whenever you want. People here are great. People here are nice. Buy a kit. Buy two. The journey of 1,000 kits is a backlog. Starts with one. This is our third take.
Love a good hum.
Love a good hum.
Fantastic. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. For those that hung around, Little Robot, more information on Little Robot can be found below here or there, wherever annotations I'm going to put them. Alright guys, well thank you so much for hanging around. This is Lachlan, I am PikaPi, and we'll catch you guys later. Why do I do that after every video? I'm like, what is that?
Hey guys, I'm 1960s Haley.
Wait, why is it PikaPi?
Take you down to the mulch.